Good morning. How in the hell is everybody this morning? Stayed up too late again last night watching videos. And actually, I wasn't with Kiwi last night. I was just got enamored and watching panning videos. I watched SkyQuest last night. It was a couple weeks ago, I guess he did a video. I didn't see a notification for it, but I got the video up on my feed last night, so I sat and watched that one. SkyQuest, me and you got to get together, dude. Do a little panning, especially up here on the river. It runs through my property. This little river, I think, might have some in. Anyway, I told you guys when I got my pans and stuffer bottles and shit, I went down the creek down here and did a little. Uh, there's a little creek that runs into the river. It starts about, I'm going to say, 2 miles away, up in the middle of that field up over there. I thought, yeah, could be some gold on that thing. You never know. So I went to a couple different sandbars on the creek, or gravel bars, and did some pans, 5 or 6 pans, classified it down, panned it out till I got fines, put the fines in a pail, brought the pail back up here, and I was going to let you know. I thought I was going to do a video. I did a video, but it's not a very good video. I can't see shit. Um, I tried to do the video with my phone on the stand that I have now, and it just didn't seem to work out real good. I needed to do the I need to put the phone a little closer and need to be a little higher so that you can see me actually panning. You can see the pan that I got my water in, but when I'm panning, you don't even get to see it. You see my arm moving. That's it. So I'll go back review that video. Maybe it's good enough to put up. Maybe it's not. We'll see. There is some funny commentary anyway. But my thumbnail for today. Oh, I forgot to tell you. What I did find one little speck of gold, but I did watch some videos on how to pan really fine gold and get about 98% return rate on it. And I can see some of the mistakes I was making, so I'm going to repan it. I put all the fines back in the bucket anyway, so I can redo it later. But and I had to kind of repair my snuffer bottle. Anyway, I may have to get another snuffer bottle. I don't know. But we're going to redo that. But I did find one little speck of gold in there. So that definitely there is gold here. Just don't know how much. And I'll continue to follow that creek up as far as it'll go. I'll get done exploring that creek, then I'll go back to the main river, see if there's any gold washed into the river from that creek and downstream. We'll continue to walk that river up, down. We'll see. I can't walk very far, so I just take my four-wheeler. I put everything on a four-wheeler and go. So if it works, it works. Come to find out, my waders are sun rotted. Even though they weren't out in the sun, they were in the little trapping shed that I got. We call it the well house because there used to be a well in there. There is no more. I have a freezer in there and a workbench, and I hang all my weasel boxes for trapping, and all my maple syrup stuff is in there. And yeah, so I didn't coat them with Vaseline, which you should have done for long-term storage. I didn't do that, and they are just checked. I wore them once, and they leaked, so I cut them off, and I just made kind of like half knee boots out of them, and that's it. So I have to get a new pair of waders, but I don't know. Maybe I should get some chest waders. Oh, excuse me. Don't know. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we'll get to the thumbnail for this video. Is a band called Throw the Fight. I don't know where they're out of. I think they're Don't know if they're out of Minneapolis, Los Angeles, or if they're from somewhere else. Usually, all of our opening bands, and they were an opening band, I've seen them twice now. So probably from Minneapolis, but excellent band. If you like heavy metal, heavy, not quite growly type, but a little bit of growly, somewhat. Pretty good. Good morning, Jerry Parker. And Dragon Prospecting. Hold up, buddy. Let me make you a mod. All right. You are now a standard moderator, dude. So you can go to anybody else's channel and subscribe. So yeah, after SkyQuest is in Iowa, and now Ronald Harris is in Iowa. There's a couple other people that are in Iowa. Supreme Ginger Stacker, but SkyQuest actually panned. So I watch Midas. He is from Iowa, and I watch his prospecting videos. So I kind of know that there is gold in Iowa, but it's all small gold. Anyway, SkyQuest and I need to get together and do something. So, let me see. I know I turned you. Yeah, you're a moderator. So if you chat one more time, you should be blue. I'm thinking. But anyway, I got to go to town today, so I got up early. This is an hour early than I normally get up. Yeah, you can call me an old guy, but I don't sleep well, so I sleep long. Anyway, gotta go to town. I gotta go out and finish splitting that little pile of wood that I got cut. Then I gotta cut more, of course, but I finished splitting what I got. Put that stuff in the shed, the stuff that I have split, and I got a pile there I gotta load up and bring in. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, but then I got more to cut. I got a pile of oak there to cut yet. So all of the maple, ash, and cotton will be cut up after I'm done with this. All I have left is a pile of oak to cut, and I think I'm good for the next probably 2 years on wood. I might be good for 2 years. So I'll have seasoned dried stuff in the shed, and we'll be good to go there. All right. After we do that, then we're going to go. I get tired of doing that if I don't get it done. Going to go down to the shed. I took the, on my zero-turn mower, my Gravely, I jacked that up in here, got underneath, and took the blades off because they were really missing some grass. And oh my God, I'm going to have to get new blades for that next year. I'll sharpen them again this year, but after this, they're toast. I'll get new blades. I'll cut those blades up and I'll use them for knives or something. Then that'll be it. My back will be toast after that. We got 2 packages to open. I'm going to move the camera over here, and you're going to see the packages. But I got a big package from Kraken Travis. This is his Kraken. I think the base is coming in another package. I don't know. Anyway, he was trying to get some money together for medical expenses, and I could have just lent him the money, but he said no. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to sell something, and this was his Kraken in here. And so I will keep this for him and put it on the table here until he wants to buy it back, and he can buy it back. It's the same. There you are, Golden Dragon. You are And I got to sub you. Hold up a second, man. Let me see. I am subscribed to you. Oh, what the fuck? All right. All right, I am subscribed to you, dude. I thought so, but I didn't know for sure. I thought I would check as long as we were, God damn it, as long as we were doing it. Then we got big package from Durban. That'll be the last thing we open because there's a lot of shit in there. I don't know. So let's open Kraken package, should we? Oh yeah, you see the piano and the gun case and the turkey and the guitars, and there it is. Look at that Kraken Travis package right there. Let me see if I can't get this a little closer. Let's get this out of here. We're just gonna bring this right up here, I think, like that. We're just gonna bring that right up there like that. I think we may take this table over just a little bit like that. I don't know. See too much of my lap that way, so we'll bring it back. There we go. All right, let's open this thing up. I'm gonna take this. I hate cutting into stuff like that, but that's the only way to open his package because he has that so packaged up. I mean, there's a mile of tape on this thing. There. Yeah. Yeah. Reinforced corners and the whole bit. Yep. There we go. All right. Damn it. Get over here. Let's go this way, should we? Come on. Get off of it. Yeah, I keep dropping shit all over the floor. All right. And we got that package. Do this. All right. There we go. Whew, man. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit there. Yeah, in the trash and all. I'm not gonna dick with that. Looks like I got a bunch of separate little. Oh, he packed that in there good, man. Man. Oh, I hate this shit. Okay, so we're just gonna just leave that in there. Okay, it's an acid cigar box from Drew Estate. Good cigars, dude. Good cigars. Is there anything else in the box? No. So I can set that out of the way. That is some junk there. I hate that little styrofoam shit. Oh, I hate that styrofoam. All right, here's what we got. We got a acid cigar box. Nice cigar box, though. $6.99, $7 a cigar, and that's about right. Look at, dude. Let me get this out of here. Got a great big sticker. Dude, oh shit. Look at, see, it's a sticker. It's not a magnet. Stacking with Kraken. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get that in my book. Let's put that up here next to my WWP. Thank you. We'll put that up there. And then he's got more packaging in here. It looks to me like a mouse got in here. That's what it looks like. It's been sitting there a while and a mouse got in there. You want to see? All right. We'll unwrap this, but I'll show you the box here in a second. See all the stuff that's on there? That's from a mouse. See, the mouse ate the corner right here. Good thing this is silver. There's a little Kraken right there. Can you see the nose, the eyes, the mouth, the little beard on it? Looks cool. It's got the little spines on it. Looks like one of the little spines got bent here. Or maybe that's supposed to be bent. A couple of them. You know what? We're going to check that and see. No, it ain't supposed to be bent. We're going to bend that back up. That ain't supposed to be bent. It'll be like that, and we're going to redo this one just like this. There, that's the way it's supposed to look. And then it's got a base that's going to set in just like this. All right, wait a second. All right, I'm going to show you this right now. Look at this. Inside this box. See, there's a base down in there right here. Here's the base that it sits on. And I think that's bronze. Not real sure, but I think it's bronze. And the little hole that it sits in is just filled with crap. So we're going to see if we can get some of that shit out of there. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to dump this cigar box out in the box here. Here's a little stream that goes around the cigars. Wow. Yeah, there was a mouse that oh man. Yeah, there was a mouse that had made a nest in there, so it looked like he had that ready to package up for a while. So what we're going to do is put this back in here. We are going to keep this acid cigar box because if you notice, I have an Aroma de Cuba box right here, Robusto box. I have if we move this out of the way, move that stuff out of the way, And we'll put gingers down there like that. I got a Mark Twain memoir box of cigars. And I just sent a box out to Jenna Nesbitt. She likes that kind of stuff, but there's some great artwork in that cigar box, and those are Drew Estate cigars also. They are Sweet Jane's and Fat Bottom Betty's. I like both of them. They're a smaller cigar, so they're good for a short smoke, not a long smoke. And I sent them out to Jenna because the artwork in them is really neat, and she likes that kind of scary stuff for artwork. Man, I actually need a vacuum cleaner for this. So I'm getting hold of Kraken and tell him the next time he sends me something to send it right away instead of letting it sit in the shed for a while or in the garage. Because he had a mouse get in there and really tear up that packaging that was in there. Because that's what that is, dude. I know for a fact that that's what that is. I get enough of them around here, believe me. Wow. You talk about some. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the vacuum cleaner out. That's a lot of crap. All right, now let's set it up here if we can do that for you. There. That's how that Kraken is supposed to look. And that is a Kraken. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this right back here like that. May not stay there, but this will probably stay here. What we'll do is we'll take my little ambulance down and we'll put Kraken right up there like that. We'll put Mr. Kraken right up there on that cigar box, just like that. And then we'll move my other truck over in front of the other truck, I think. We'll take the finger down, put the finger over here on that sculpture. I'm going to move that coin back. We're going to move that back. We're going to set that truck up there like that. I don't know if this coin will go underneath of it. Yeah, I got two coins up there to stop the truck from rolling off the top. There you go. We'll leave both of the trucks up there like that. How is that? That don't look bad. All right, then we'll put up Ginger's pour for me. We also have one. Ginger bought some scrap sterling, and this is Reckless. This goes in here with my other cards. Other business cards go in there. Yeah, got some stuff there. Oh, I forgot to send my golf pencil. I was going to send that to Kiwi, and I forgot. Next package. There's always another package. All right, now, I don't know where I'm going to set up this. This box here, I'm not sure about. I think we're going to take this orange sticker off the outside. I don't like that. Underneath the lid's fine. You son of a bitch. You wouldn't come off of there easy, would you? Of course not. No. How about no? Come off there, you son of a bitch. Ah, you prick. And then we'll have to clean it off with, have to clean off where the sticker was with some nail polish remover and some alcohol or whatever, but we'll keep the box up here. I like cigar boxes. I gave a couple other ones to my friend who's a retired Huey helicopter crew chief. And he wanted to do something, so I gave him a couple boxes also. So he may get this, I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to how he had this stored because with the lid closed like that, a mouse couldn't get in there. So it had to have been stored with the lid partway open somehow. And the mouse went in there. But yeah, we will, let's go like this and slide that over like that. Then we'll slide that right in front of it like that. How's that? And then we'll set this back up over there like that. All right. Now we got a few coins over here. Well, see, and you can tell that I smoke other cigars too because I have these cards, and these are in each individual cigar. These are punch cigars, and you can see the little guy right there. It says punch on it. If you can see it real well, but I'll hold it up there. There you go. See, it's a little punch guy. And they're just a blank card on the back, but there's a stiffener. It's a stiffener inside the cigars because they're sold individually. And I've sent a whole bunch of these to Gremlin, and I sent a whole bunch of these to $1 Million Meg. And I thought they would be perfect to write thank yous on. And then I sent a bunch to Jenna too, because she likes that kind of stuff. But anyway, I got some more I got to send. I got some more out in the shed. I'll buy these when I don't have any other good cigars. Punch is a good, it's a decent cigar. It's not one of the best. All right, let's open this Durban package. Who else we got in here? Emo, how you doing, buddy? Making you queasy. Why? Because I'm all over the place? Or what? You like Kraken's cigar box? I've only had one of these acids. These are a real good cigar. They are not bad. They are not bad at all. Oh, hey, Larry Downing. Let me make you also a moderator. You are now a standard moderator so that you can go to each other's channels. I was just telling everybody I watched SkyQuest video last night. He did a couple of weeks ago. He panned out somebody's pay dirt. I forget whose it was. Oh, B&B Prospecting and somebody else. So we watch the same channel. He's in Iowa, so Him and I got to get together and do some panning here one of these days. But I left him a message in his comment section about giving me a shout on email so that we get together. I don't know exactly where he lives. I know where Larry Downing lives. I know where Ginger lives, Supreme Ginger Stacker, but I don't know where SkyQuest lives. So, who else lives here in Iowa? There's somebody else, man. Larry, you live here in Iowa, right? I'm not sure. I thought it was you. Anyway, that's just my old brain. All right, let's open this package here from Durbin's. I think I'm going to have to just cut this. I hate cutting stuff like this because you never know what you're going to be cutting. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I should know better because Diane always does double packaging. So, okay, there's one. There's two. There's invoices. There's three. There's four. What did I buy? Good God. All right, that's it for that. That can sit over there. Let's just see what I bought. How many? Usually about 3 auctions, but could be more, could be less. That's 1, 2, only 2 auctions, huh? Ooh. Well, Diane knows best because 65. Canadian, pennies, Canadian. Oh, look, I got an $8 roll, 40%. Mixed tokens, metals. And I got another Norfed round. I don't know what it is, but if I get a Norfed round for under 40 bucks, I'll buy them, man. What did I pay for that one anyway? I bet it was 40 or below. Yep. No, God damn it. I paid too much. 42. Usually they're starting at 40 bucks for those Norfed rounds. So I think I have one. I wanted another one just for a twin, but all right, we're gonna have to cut and cut. If I can save some of these, I will. The bags I like to save. I can reuse these for mailing. There. See, I can reuse that. I'll just trim that up and reuse that for mailing. I can mail something else in that. There you go. I got a tube. Well, it says mixed 90, all uncirculated. I think that says 90. I thought these were 40s. Now it says mixed 70. I think these are all 40s, but 40%ers. I think. Aren't they? You guys tell me. 72, 72. I think they're all 72s. 72. Yep, all 72s, I believe. And these are the moon landing. Yeah, they're all 72s. Oh, there's one that's really, really gray. I don't know why. Here, just a second. Let me put it next to one that's not so gray. You see the difference? There's a real difference. I don't know why. That one's going to have to stay out. All these got to get tested, but 72. Yeah, they're all 72s. All right, so what are 72s? They're all 40%, right? I believe they are all 40%. You guys know better than I do, but I think they're all 40%. That's just, I'm not, oops. Why? Because I got a whole bunch of them, so might as well have some more. 40%, they don't like to really buy 40%ers because they're just too hard to refine. But if it comes right down to it, they'll buy them. You won't get very much for them, but they'll buy them. Stupid spell corrector. Eberitomi. Huh? Hey, freaking, how you doing, buddy? You're in North Carolina. Okay. God damn it, then who is it? Somebody else. Gotta think. He comes into Durbin's all the time, too. And we kind of go back and forth on bells. So, not real sure. Damn. It pisses me off that I don't remember now. I always take that out of there. Otherwise, you can't see him. And that's just fog in my old brain. Fog. Those are all 72s. And why does it say mix? 72 mix something. It says AU unsearched. Yeah, there's some unsearched in there. But AUs, yeah, there definitely is that too. Let's look and see what we got for pennies. Because I know we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls of pennies. I only bought one roll of penny yesterday. It's just a mixed date roll. They don't know what the dates are because you got 2 reverse enders. So I took a chance on one roll. There we go. Pennies, pennies, pennies. All right, you guys sit up there. Well, we got 2 rolls that are mixed Wheaties and mixed Wheaties. And these are hand rolls here. These aren't bank rolls. Go like that. See, wheat pennies, mixed Wheaties. But these are hand rolls. So you never know what you're going to get in them with hand rolls. A lot of times you never know what you're going to get in them with bank rolls. But if they're Fed rolls, and they say a certain date on them, you can best be sure that's probably what you're going to get. There you go. Mixed Wheaties right there, just like that. All right. What's this next roll? Both of these are in clear tubes, and you know I like to buy them in clear tubes because these clear tubes, you can reuse these clear tubes. Put the pennies in a paper roll. Use these clear tubes for your 10th ounce gold if you got that much. I don't have that much, but that's what you can use them for. What the hell's falling down up there? That coin's falling down because those trucks keep rolling. And these are, it looks like anyway, the ender says 1958. I'd have to take the tape off to look at the rest of them, but they're all Wheaties. Those are in 1958. You can see that or not, but there. All right, my alarm clock's going off because this is the time when I usually get up. This is the time I usually get up. I got up early today. All right, so we got a roll of 58 Wheaties. I like that. And then what is this roll? This is another clear roll. We don't need all them bags, but it says mixed uncirculated. And these are not Wheaties, but doesn't really, I can't really make out what the date on that one would be. That looks like 1978, right on the end, as far as I can make out. Mixed uncirculated. So, I don't know, guys. I just, when I heard that they were going to quit making pennies, I just started to buy a few because I thought, they might be worth some money in the future. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. Putting a few pennies away ain't going to hurt nothing. I have, I don't know, 20, 25 rolls of pennies, but I bought that one box with a mint sealed bag in of 8,000 pennies or however many's in a mint sealed bag. And I bought those, and those are coppers. So, oh, this is my bell. We're going to save this for last. That's my bell. This is some Canadian stuff here. I know that. I know that for a fact. So we're just going to go in there like this. Just like that. We can, that's a postal bag. You have to repay to reuse them. So I don't reuse them. They're junk. All right. In this big pile of shit here, we got one mint set. I can tell you that real quick. I just don't know what year it is. I'd have to look at the invoice, but I'm going to say it's a 68 to 65. There you go. 65 mint set. I believe I got a couple more of them, but this one was in exceptionally good shape. So, and all the paperwork is there and the original envelope. So, yeah. Usually they're marked in the corner. One of the corners, what they are. This one doesn't have it. So, I'm kind of wondering about it. If that's the original envelope or not. It's got the original paperwork with it, but look at that bag right there. What else we got on the outside here? Oh, I got another one of those 25-cent notes. I think I have 4 or 5 of them now. And what is this note? This is Dominion of Canada, 25-cent note. January 2nd of 1900. This is Boville. Sign this one. This one's not in bad shape. You can see the fold in the middle of this one. That upper left corner's not the best. And yeah, bottom right corner is not the best. But this is better, and this has been folded into fourths. If you look at the back of this bill, you can tell it's been folded into fourths. Not the best bill. Get it in the light here. Bring it up. Not the best bill. Not the worst one I have either. You can see the price on it. I don't know if that's what I paid for it, but that's the price that's on it. I think that's the fourth or fifth one I have. And then this one is another $1 bill. This bill's pretty good. The corners are not the best, but the bill's not bad. Hasn't been folded. So I think I just bought a $10 bill too. I have a 2. I don't know if I got a 5, but I got a 10. Ronald Harris has 5 bills. You got 17. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I got 10 up there. With this one, my wife has 2, 11, 12, and Mr. Doughboy and Susie bill, so there's 13. I don't know if you want to count that one, 12. And each one of my daughters have one, so there's 12, 15. So I only have 15 that I've gotten so far. All right, so we'll put that $1 bill over here with that stuff, just like that. There we go. We'll leave that right there. What else did we get? Oh, turn the light off. Oh, this is that Norfed. My other one just needed a companion in there. My other one just needed a companion. That's all. I think any serious collector should have at least one Norfed. Actually, the coin's nothing special, but the story behind it is. So what I think I will do is I will print that story off. I think I'll print that story off and keep it with the coins so that whoever gets the coins when I'm gone can have the story with the coins, because I think that's the neat part about collecting a lot of coins is the story behind it. What we got here? Okay, we got another Bobcat quarter, 67. We got a Bobcat quarter. All the commemoratives, they were broken out of sets. I got one. Yep, I got a 67 Bobcat and a 67 Mackerel. They were commemorative sets, 1867, 1967. They were broken out of mint sets. The only way you could get them, they weren't for regular circulation. So if I get them cheap enough, I'll get them. Those are all right. I mean, let's see what we got here now. Oh, yeah, I got that whole pile of tokens in there. Whole pile of tokens. There we go. Let's get this bag out of here. Tokens. I got 2 pages of them, of different tokens. Why? Because we're going to trade these, unless there's something in there I want. Unless there's something in there I want to keep. Otherwise, I'm trading them. I know somebody who likes to collect tokens, and I have another bill in here. What is this bill? It's another Canada. It's another Canada dollar bill. 9944. 888 would have been nice, but this one's been folded, but the corners are in better shape, except for this one right down here. Otherwise, the front looks really good. We'll put that one right up here with this other one. And then what do we got here? I think these are more tokens, but I'm not really sure. Might have been 2 different, 2 different auctions, different tokens. There's one with a hole in the middle. It's copper, you can tell, just by the way it's. And that one's kind of neat. Got eagle on it. It doesn't want to focus. This is a parking token. And that other one with a hole in it, I can't tell. Have to look here shortly. Hell, let's just do that now. That one has just got a Japanese character on both sides. Doesn't say what it is. There is a fare, taxi fare. MARTA. Public transport. MARTA is, Regional Transit Authority, Minneapolis. One with a hole in the middle does say good for 25 cents. In trade. Good for 25 cents in trade. The other one is a parking token with the eagle on. Let's see, no cash value. That one has an eagle on, no cash value. Charter member of the Partners Club, PGA Tour. I know where these are going. All right, go on, you. Get back down there. You too, get back down there. WG. I don't know what that is. Hein, H-E-I-N. H-E-I-N. That is a family here in North Central Iowa. Hein. Oh, here's 2 more Dupas, Topas, whatever the hell they are. A couple little red ones. I'm sending a couple of those down to Kiwi. This is Coin-O-Matic. This is the one on Hennepin Avenue. And it's been overstamped. 88C G and S 9803 or something like that. Coin-O-Matic. 1112 Hennepin Avenue. That's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, right there. And this one is just a comes out of a mint package, U.S. Mint, Philadelphia. That's what that is right there. Somebody cut that out of a mint package. Oh, yeah, we're gonna drop them all. Might as well just leave them up there. Let's see what we got in here, though. This is interesting. Oh, there's a Canadian, Hawaiian, St. Louis, Missouri. Century Expo show. Reader's Digest. The first telephone, 1876. I might keep that one. The Canada, I will. Columbia, Connecticut. Another one from Hawaii. Havana, Florida. Don't know what that one is. Here's another one from Canada. The Canadas I'll keep. There's a Freedom America coin. Might keep that one too. Atlanta. There's a Coast Guard coin. There's a slot machine token. Look at the other side of that. Uh-oh. One of them came out. Ah, you son of a bitch. Wow, there we go. All right. Seattle, USA, 1962. Common seal of the city of St. Louis. Mississippi River Parkway. The Great River Road, I think that's a Canadian. A Kona dollar. That's the sweepstakes for Publishers Clearinghouse. Sunoco, Millennium Club. Sunoco gas stations. In God We Trust, Bell. I don't know what that one is. The United States Bicentennial. City of Shawnee, Kansas. Havana, Florida, 100 years. Aloha, Kukai, Kauai. Columbia, Connecticut. Great State of America Peace Dollar look-alike. Ronald Reagan. 5 cents Canada. That's that hammered edge coin right there. That one's staying. And this one, this brass one, had something on the back. Oh, it's got the Lord's Prayer on the back of it. Okay. Grand Tokyo slot machine. Okay. That's a Coast Guard. August 4th, 1790 to August 4th, 1990. I might keep that one. Military guy, you know. That one's cool. Well, that one beaver, I know what I'm going to do with that. I know what I'm going to do with that. That Canadian. I'm keeping that. Tilt Amusement Center. Gaia Entertainment Token. A generic token. No cash value. Bonkers Fun Center. Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. There's another generic no cash value token. Sherman Oaks Castle, California token. That's kind of cool. United States Liberty copper with the Statue of Liberty head on it. Sports World Amusement Park. Rourke Amusement Token. Caesar's Palace 10-cent gaming token. Mont Bleu Resort Casino token. Easy Street Fun Center. Vistana Resort token. Brunswick Zone token. Brunswick. Namco Arcade, and Caesar's Palace. What does that look like on the backside? Unfair, that was on that public transport again. Acceptable only at Caesars Atlantic City. That one's kind of cool. Namco. No cash value, just no cash value. That one's got a cat on the back of it. No cash value, no cash value. Acceptable only at Caesar's Palace. Sports World Amusement Center. Sears, New Century. That's what that one was. There's a Joker on the back of that one. That one's cool. Redeemable for 2 prizes only. There's 2 coupons. Gaia Entertainment. And there's one with the eagle on the back. And that one says Family Fun Center. Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Well, there's some decent ones in there. There's a couple I'm going to keep. And then the rest are going to go to Kiwi because I'm still trading for the Southern Lights coin. I sent him a reverse proof Peace and Morgan dollar set. And he wanted to sell me one other coin I didn't want, but if he'll take tokens in exchange for it, then we'll do that. But and he likes American, so maybe Ike's. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to do some trading with these tokens. And I bought some more tokens yesterday, but there were a couple in there that were from the Great Lakes Naval Training Center. My niece, God rest her soul, who took her own life, she was in the Navy. I picked her up at Great Lakes. I took her and her dad and sister over, and we picked her up when she was done with her advanced individual training. She took that at Great Lakes. And when I was in the reserves in the 12th Special Forces Group, we had a mobile training team, and MTT come out from Presidio in California because that's where our language school is at. And the lady was teaching us, what were we learning at the time? Saudi Arabian. And her being in the military or contracting with the military had to have a place on post to stay because being in the military, contracted in the military, she has the right to on-base housing, temporary housing, instead of living on local economy in a hotel, because our language course took us a few weeks. So she was out there for a while. Getting ready to start work, humble, huh? Oh, yeah. Skycuss was saying something last night about you on his stream that he did that I listened to. I can't remember what he said. He sent you something? He got something from you? I'm not sure. Oh, I have to go back and rewatch it again. I have to go back and rewatch it again. I got to go back up some of this chat I missed. I'm not selling anything, Sterner. Not right now. I mean, I do have some Canadian stuff to sell. You want a penny book that's from 1920 to 1960 something? It's to date, but it's partially filled. It's partially filled. I'll sell it to you for $22. I have another one of these that is filled. Same collection. Same book, as a matter of fact. I just had 2 of them. Because I was just going to put newer pennies. I was going to collect up in the 70s, 80s, 90s Canadian pennies in that book, but I decided against that. I'll just get a new book. So there you go. All right. We got 2 sheets of kind of neat tokens, man. And a lot of these are going to go to Kiwi. I can tell you that right now. Because we're trading on stuff. And see that this token right here? That one's staying with me, buddy. That beaver token from Canada, that one's staying here. Well, most of the rest of all these are going to go to Kiwi. He collects tokens. He has a whole pile of them. There's some more there, some more here. These Upas, I already sent him 3 Upas. Some more there, some more here. What's this one? Another one here. This mint seal. That's all going to go to Kiwi. So here I got some new Canadian nickels. Oh, these are quarters. Sorry, new Canadian quarters. But yeah, those are getting sold. All that stuff's getting sold. It'll probably go to Mama T's. It'll probably go to Mama T's, I'm thinking. Either I'll come up or I'll send it out to her and let her do it because it's summertime and I am outside working. Like I got to go out. So I woke up early this morning to come up early because I got to go outside and split wood and fix up my lawnmower. All right, here we go. And the bells all come in these nice, and stuff boxes all come in these nice bags. I have an Indian bell, Native American Indian bell. I have a Mexico bell. I have 3 Canada theme bells. I have a minor theme bell, a Northwoods theme bell. I got 2 copper bells up there. I got 1, 2, 3 small bells, an angel bell. All right, here you're seeing it. You're seeing it for the first time. Chief Seattle. Another Indian bell, Native American. Nice handles, though. See what the coins are made, or the bells made out of. And the word liberty is pretty well there. I don't know what the coins are, though. We're going to have to look here. We got to look inside, so I got to take out the dinger silencer. Let me look. What do I got? 999 fine silver. It does say that. 1 troy ounce. It does say that. Golden State Mint. It does say that. Got an In God We Trust on there. An eagle head. They look like buffaloes. That's what they look like. Come on. So you got the ass end of the buffalo right there. So I think that's what that one is. I don't know what the other 2 are right up here. So that's a $1 coin there, or a 1 ounce coin. These are probably half ounces here. But looks pretty good, man. That's a nice bell. Everything seems to flow together. They look like buffaloes. Because it's got the feathers and everything on it. It's got the word liberty right up there also. So they might be ounce claims, but I doubt it. And on the back, it's got something about Chief Seattle. It says something Square, Seattle, Washington. So, of course, they have Chief Seattle on there. All right, just a second. What we're going to do is I'm going to get up here and I'm going to go over to these other bells that are not too far away. I will continue to talk and you will hear me off camera, but I will show you my other two that go with that one. Let me see. Where's that other? That's a USA. What is this one? That's an angel bell there too. This one right here. This one and this one. There we go. We got them. We got them. All right. There's the one I just got. Here's my other native. No, that's my Mexico bell. That's my Mexican bell. Here's my other native bell. All right, we're going to take a look at these. Come on. Oh, you prick. There, you see it says Mexico on it, and it's got the eagle like on the Libertad. It's made out of Aztecs. So that's a cool one. But here's my other Native American bell. Come on, you prick. That could be an Aztec too, or a Mayan. But then compare that to this one. Oh, quit it. And that one is made out of, I think. Oh, I want to focus on everything in the background. Also, Golden State Mint. But that's got the ass of a bird on it. So that's what those are. And you can see the Liberty right there on this one. There's the ass end of a bird. There's that a headdress. That's a headdress because there's the Indian right there. All right. So those are my Native American bells and my Mexican bell. We haven't heard this one yet, though. Ooh, that's very delicate sounding there. How's this one? That's a little stronger. But this little bastard. That one's pretty good too. This one is really delicate here. Cool, cool. Well, that's neat. All right, so we got another bell to add to the collection. I don't know. I think I'm just going to start instead of just collecting every bell that I could possibly buy, I think I'm just going to start doing themed collections because I have 3 themed ones from Canada. I have these 3 here, Mexican, Central South American, Indian, Southwest. Chief Seattle would have been up along the Northwest, so what tribe would that have been? Not Blackfoot. I don't know. I'll do some research on that. But, so we have Native American, or say first, I don't like to say native because what is the definition of native? Having been born someplace. You are born of this land. So I was born here. I'm native. So I don't like to use the term native. I like to use the term First Nations because they were the first here. So they are First Nations people. I hate using that term native. Just, it bugs me. It bugs me. I don't like that. Where's my, there it is. I wonder where my, angry knife holder went. All right. What we have started to do lately is, get interested in panning for gold. I just ordered 2 guaranteed half-gram gold bags. I forget where I got them from, but we'll probably try and do a video of that. Oh yeah, my mom is dead. Otherwise, she would have got one. My grandmothers are all 3 dead. But my wife got 2 bells. She got a regular 3-coin bell of 3/9 fine silver. She got an angel bell, which is smaller, probably 3/9 fine, but just smaller bell. And my daughters each have a large bell, 3-coin bell. And they will probably get angel bells this next year. So I'll probably have to buy 3 more angel bells. Or I will use the ones in my collection up there. And then in the subsequent years, I'll probably get, maybe I'll get them bike bells this year because 2 of them have dogs. So, and 1 has cats. So, I'll get bike bells so they can put on the collars. And then they'll get angel bells after that. So they'll have the whole set that way. I have 3/9 fine bells. I have 40% bells. I have a clad bell or a snuff box. I got 2 copper bells, copper snuff box. So yeah, I don't mind buying stuff like this because that's art, dude. That's just frickin' art. I don't care what anybody says. That's frickin' art. And actually, Joe has a silver round for me that I wanted him to make a ring out of. I've already sent him my size. We took the size with a wrench, box end wrench, so he knows what size it is. And so he's doing that. So if I get a ring and the bells and the stuff boxes have just about everything that he makes. Hey, AZ, how you doing? It doesn't have your name on it. That's just what it's called, an angel bell. Because they're petite. Freaking awesome. You kiss ass. You kiss ass. All right. We'll put the bells back here. What I like is about the bells is the size difference, and that's how they sound so different. It amazes me. And I like this Mexico bell because if you look at the dingers on these bells, it's got a little bell stamp on it. If you look at the dinger right there, it's got a little bell stamp on it. I'll get you closer. See the little bell stamp? So it's a slug that comes out of the middle of the coin when he presses them. So he just redrills them and stamps them. But on this one, it's a slug that came out, but look at the shape of it on this one. Oh, come on. Quit being a dick. Oh, God, man. Look it's a little mushroom. It's mushroom shaped. It's the slug that came out, but it's in the shape of a mushroom. I thought that was extremely cool. Hadn't seen that on any of his other bells before. Yeah, you guys are just going to keep rolling, aren't you? We're going to have to take these trucks down from up here. And then I don't know who made it, but this is a Kraken. That's my Kraken I got from Kraken. This is a brass base. I mean, a fairly heavy base, a couple pounds. And then the Kraken actually comes out of the base like that. And that's silver. That's like, I don't know, 5, 10 ounces. So that's my Kraken. So he's getting set up here on this cigar box. I don't know what we'll do with this cigar box here. I think we'll put coins in it. I think we'll put coins in there. But yeah, that's what we got, man. What do you think? Get out the beer goggles. Yeah, I don't know why, Mrs. Clanker. That angel tattoo on the tramp stamp or the butt was a big thing back in the early 2000s, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you bass treble, whatever. No, that's a nice heavy brass bass on there. I don't know. I don't know who made that little critter, but that was pretty cool. Like I say, Kraken uh, was having some medical problems, needed a little cash. So instead of borrowing cash, what he did was he just sold me the Kraken because that's what he had to sell. And with the understanding that he could buy it back um, if and when he wanted to. So, was that in the 90s? Yeah, it could have been in the 90s, early 2000s. I don't know, but that was stupid, fad. Um, yeah, these stupid tramp stamps were a fad at one time. And now what's a fad? Pierced septums. All right, we're going to go up here to me. We're going to look at my ugly ass for a while. Pierced septums. I told none of my dogs, don't get a pierced septum. For God's sake, you look like fucking hog or a bull. And you know why we had bulls through the septum so we could tie them up to the stall. They wouldn't, it hurt so bad when they pulled on it that they wouldn't pull. All right. Why do we put rings in hogs' noses? To keep them from rooting under fences and rooting big holes in the pasture. That's a pig's nature, is to root. That's why their nose is shaped like that. So we put rings in their nose to keep them from doing that. Why do people put rings in their fucking noses? Well, it's an African thing. Okay. African, down South America, native tribes down there, Aztecs, Incas. Yeah, they used to do that too, through the nose, septum. And everybody thought that was cool. And so they just imported that stupid thing. And now I don't mind the little diamond on the side of the nostril. I don't mind that so bad, but makes me wonder how in the hell they clean their nose out with a handkerchief or a piece of paper or tissue or something and not get that caught on that. I don't understand how that. Anyway, yeah, burger catchers, exactly. Juicy was another one. Juicy was another one. What is the one nowadays that everybody? God, there's another one nowadays. I don't know. It's just, they're stupid, man. They do that so they won't dig out buggers? Well, that's why this fits into there, so you can get a goddamn bugger out. Most of us just do our old farmer blow to the side, and that's it. But this is Coin Crew. Are 1972 Eisenhower's 40%? I believe they are. Just by looking at the side of them, I believe they're 40%. But they could be clad too, for all I know. What are they? Some are, some aren't. Well, how the hell you tell? By the amount of copper that's in them, or what? How can some be and some not be if they're all the same year? They all have a copper edge. How many is in this tube? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn it. 5. Probably 20. Yeah, 20. How can some be and some not be? Well, you tell me. It looks like it's pretty much all copper. Let's just get this up here. There. That looks pretty much all clad to me. they're all copper on the edge. So are they 40 or are they clad? I don't know. It says 1972 mixed something. Oh, mixed P and D. That's what it is. Mixed P and D. AU/uncirculated. So tells me yeah, Nixon was the asshole that fucking opened up China to trade with the United States. He's the one who made China the economic powerhouse that it had become up until recently. China's economy is in free fall. It has been since land took a nosedive. Well, not the land so much, but the banks, because everybody in China invests in property. That's where most of their life savings goes, into property. And the banks were leveraging property. The developers were, and the banks were backing them, and the developers were going bankrupt, so the banks were going under, and everybody was losing their savings. And that's a major part of the Chinese economy. And now with trade restrictions and trade embargoes and well, not embargoes, but sanctions, tariffs, you're going to see China's economy in free fall, just in free fall. A lot of student protests over there, a lot of protests actually, and yeah, China's economy is going to go back to the way it was in the 60s, 50s, and 60s here pretty quick. But we'll see how it goes. The silver ones in them. Well, there's copper on all the edges, so they look clad to me too, but I don't know. Did they make a 40% silver in 1972? I'll have to go out and get a real 90 or a real 40%er and put next to them and take a look. But I think these are all clad. If these are all clad, I got to mark the top clad. Or I might take these up to the LCS and just trade them for something I can use. I have some other Ikes that are 40s. This one really kind of bothers me though. It has a gray. It has a very, very gray tone to it on the front. If you can see it. It's very gray. Come on, you goddamn camera. There. See how gray that is? Now the back don't look real bad, but that front really gets me. And that's the edge on that one. It's just copper as hell. See what I mean? So to me, that's clad. That could be. That could be smoke damage or heat damage, does it? That's correct. Freaking awesome. That's why property taxes are unconstitutional, because at the founding of this country, property ownership was a right. You had to own property in order to vote. That's why you still see a lot of old farmers around here, even though their wives are housewives. Like say they own 180 acres or 160 acres, 40 acres of that will be in the wife's name, so she can vote. That mentality is still there. That mentality is still there. Otherwise, there's no practical reason for a wife to own any part of the property, because by marriage, she owns half it anyway. So, I don't know. I don't know why they do that, but they still do it. You'll see some of the old farmers up here do that. Anymore, most of the land up here is in trusts, family trusts. So, there are different tax advantages to that. And they can't take it away like they could. Let's say you didn't pay taxes, property taxes, for a year or two, and then bank comes in and says, we're going to sell the property for, or the county comes in and says, we're going to sell the property for back taxes. Well, they can't do that when it's in a trust. So, 7174, what did they do? These are all mixed P's and D's, no S mint marks. So I don't know. I bought them because they were cheap. Probably cheap because they're clad. I don't know. You know what? Where the hell are those? Where'd they go? There. Let's just look at the invoice and see what they are. Maybe they'll have it on the invoice. Hold up a sec. That was a Canada silver set. We don't need that. North medallions, roll, clad. $8 roll clad, P&D mint. Well, that answers that question. Those are clad then. Why I bought them, I don't know. They have to be pretty goddamn cheap for me to buy them. But I know I got a few more clad ones, so those will just go with this. I think I got room in the tube. Got room in the tube for like 3 more, so I just put them all together, wrap some tape around them, say clad, and put them away. Let my daughters deal with that shit when I die. I'm not going to deal with it. I keep all of these paper receipts or paper invoices that she sends. So when I die, the kids can go through and say, oh, he paid this much. Oh, he paid this much. If I just buy a coin from somebody else, just say, I bought these from somebody, I would never put on the bag or on a piece of paper or on a spreadsheet what I paid for them, because it's not going to make any difference to the kids when they go to sell them. And I already told them that they have to get the coins appraised before they go to sell them, and actually sell them at a coin auction. Don't take them to a local LCS coin auction. No LCS. And they're going to get what they're going to get. It doesn't matter. They will be happy because they didn't have anything before. They're going to have something after they sell them. So it doesn't matter what I paid for them. That is just savings for me. That's just a savings account for me. That's all it is. I'm hoping that they go up in value. I'm hoping that the gold, the silver, the platinum, the palladium, even the clad stuff goes up in value so that when they sell it, they got something. On S or silver, okay. Well, if there's a space between A and Z, it's probably an imposter. Just thinking. I have a book on trusts, freaking awesome, that explains a lot of trusts. And I was going to do a short video one of these days on, and I got the books out on income tax, Shattering the Myths by Dr. David Champion. Some pretty dry reading, but all the receipts are in here. Nobody has to pay. Most 99% of Americans don't have to pay income tax. But you have been led to believe that you do. You are cowered into paying income tax because you'll go to court if you say, I don't have to. I don't work for a foreign government. I don't make any money from any foreign entity. I don't have to pay income taxes. That's what income taxes were set up for. All of the court cases are in here. Dr. David Champion has not paid income taxes for 30 years. Why? Because he went back and he cited all the court cases. All of that stuff is in here. If you wanted to give this to a lawyer to represent you in court, that's what you'd have to do. Then the other book that you should read, and we're going to discuss it, is The Creature from Jekyll Island. A second look at the Federal Reserve. Again, dry reading, but you'll notice that I have this tabbed when I did read it. And I was saying the other day that people should read those books because if they don't, and they don't educate themselves, they're just going to regurgitate propaganda that they've been told, somebody else's opinion, and they didn't do their research. So they're talking, I call it willful ignorance. People stay ignorant because they want to. Because they want to. That's it. And then the other book that you should read, if you don't read those books, you should probably read this one because you're going to enjoy the decline. Accepting and Living with the Death of the United States by Aaron Clarey. Another really good book. And you see I have that page marked right there. And that page is on investing. So if you don't educate yourself, you might as well just enjoy the decline because you're not going to do a thing about it. Anyway, that's all I got today, guys. That's all I got today. You got to see my Kraken. This was the big reveal right there. You got to see my Kraken. And we had a pretty good package from Durbin. The next package, see, I don't know. Do I have 2 auctions in this so far in this next package? It all depends on how much stuff I have. Diane usually saves it for 3 auctions, but this was special with those tokens in there, those pages of tokens, and then this roll of, and then 4 rolls of pennies in there too. So there was a little wait. So she just sent after 2 auctions. Normally it's 3, but I've had as many as 5 auctions in one bag. So I don't know if I bought anything last week. I only bought one item yesterday, so it might be 3, 4, 5 auctions before I get another package from them. But that's neither here nor there. That's fine. Now I just got to put in my spreadsheet. Where is my spreadsheet? Way down there, and I'm not getting it out. I have a clipboard with paper. I write down stuff on it. I do have it separated into Canadian and American. I do have that, but I'm pretty haphazard about how I write stuff down. But I do keep track of how much or what I do have. Not how much, but what I do have. So not a big deal. All right. You're all done, huh? Nickel clad 72S is 40% silver. Okay, Jerry. Thank you very much. That's what I thought. And I looked at the invoice and it said clad also. So we're good. I don't know why I bought them, other than the fact that maybe I had 2 or 3 other ones and they needed some company. I don't know. What the hell did I even pay for those things? $2 a piece. I don't know if they're worth $2 a piece or not. I don't know. Well, freaking awesome. And I'll tell you right now, if you just sit back and look at it, there are 3 factions. Count them 3 factions. And there might be a 4th, but it's a minor one now. Vying for power in this world to take over the world. Number 1 is communism, right? Communism. And what socialism is just communism light. So, but communism, like not as hardcore as the Chinese and North Korean communism, more like the Soviet Union or Russia, now Russian Federation communism, where there's a little bit more capitalism going on there, but still a dictator and a one-party rule. Then you have Islam that wants to take over the world, and radical Islam, and set up a worldwide caliphate with Sharia law as the law. And on the minor side, and I said going downhill, is Christianity, because they also tried to take over the world, evangelize everything in the world, South America, Africa, everywhere. Not so much inroads into Asia, but into Eastern, Western Europe, South America, and Africa. And now Islam is overtaking Christianity in that department. Okay, so you got religion. Let's just make that category religion, communism, and what do we have here in the United States? What would you call the control power system that we have here in the United States? What would you call it? Well, it's not fascist yet. It's technocratic. We are ruled by corporations, large corporations, as well as communists have infiltrated our government. So we're being ruled by a technocratic form of government. You have a choice a choice, kind of. You have the illusion of choice, like George Carlin says, but you really don't. Um, we can have, and we can turn it around. And you see that with the election of President Trump. But as far as the one worlders, that started, God. Well, the communists were here from the 40s into the 60s and 70s. Then it was technocrats that took over after that. From the 80s on up, late 70s, 80s on up. So we're kind of a quasi-communist, technocratic, let's say technocratic with communist influences. If you read the Communist Manifesto, you'll see one of the guidelines in there is to take over the education system, which they have. Trump is trying to right that little train, and he sees what's going on. I mean, I see what's going on. A lot of people see what's going on, but not enough. Another tenet of communism is to take over the economy. They've done that. Instead of Austrian style economics, what we have is Keynesian form of economics. And Professor Keynes, if you look him up, you'll see that he was one of those in charge of setting up the British system. And that's where we can spend an unlimited amount of money. We can print money, print our way out of inflation. The money is not backed by any hard asset, just the full faith and trust of the U.S. government. That's just bullshit. Keynesian economics as opposed to Austrian economics. Austrian economics is the money supply is based on hard assets. Gold was our hard asset at one time, gold and silver, but primarily gold. Return us to a gold standard, and then these government agencies cannot spend unlimited amounts of money, which they're doing now. Those are the 3 to 4 forms of power that are vying for control of the world right there. And you can see it playing out right in front of your eyes. Look at it. Look at the news and everything that you're seeing on the internet. Look at it from that perspective and see if you don't agree with me. $250.11, MS63, $150 on variety 2, variety 1 and 3, $250 to $3, EF40 extra fine. I don't think there's anything extra fine in there. I don't think there's anything MS63 or better. Extra fine for that. Nah, I don't think so. So $2 is probably about right. Oh, hey, freaking awesome. Why don't you do me a favor? You see these little rhyming lines that you put in chat? Write these down. Write them down as you type them here. Write them in a book. And then after a month or two, go back and look at them and see what you think. You're editing your video and listening. I think I would confuse the hell out of people if they were trying to edit a video and listen to this at the same time. I would think, but I don't know. All right. I'm going to go outside and work. You guys think about what I said. We'll talk more about that shit later. All right. Let's see you. It's time for coffee.